Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on the Highlands fishing DLC. So the cows now have silage, that's excellent news, so that means they're going to hopefully be a bit more productive. The productivity is currently 40% because they're still on the grass, but now I've just given them silage at the end of last episode. That should increase to 50%. Apparently that makes them more valuable. When their productivity is higher, that makes them more valuable apparently. That's what I heard from last episode anyway. I don't know whether they reproduce faster or not, I can't confirm that, but yeah, certainly they seem to, well, hopefully they'll go up in value if they're more productive, so that's good. Okay, so there's not much more I can do on my land for today, so the choice is either to move forward to January and start selling some of our crops and bales, or I could get a contract done. So there are a few. There's one that caught my eye, this one here, quite a big cultivating contract, £18,500. I am going to accept that, I think, because that's a pretty good price for that. We can get the helper to do some of it while I do something else. I was thinking about maybe doing a bit more fishing actually, because I haven't done much of that yet, and it sounds like there is a bit more to discover with that. Apparently you can, whether or not this is true again I can't confirm it, I'm only basing it on what comments I've received, but if you throw back some of the fish, the £100 fish, you keep the £400 fish but then throw back the £100 fish, if you throw back a certain amount you get some sort of money bonus or something. Potentially for doing that, so that's interesting. That would be quite good to do. So I might do a bit of a fishing time lapse maybe, because I haven't done much fishing really yet. Considering this is the Highlands fishing DLC, it seems a shame not to do a bit more, so I think I will do a bit more. Now this is quite wide actually, didn't realise it was quite so wide, only just going to fit across the bridge here. It's a pretty impressive width that on that. It's a big size cultivator. But it will be needed because of course this is quite a big field, so yeah, it'd be useful to have the extra size for the cultivating. Let's go across the crossing here, just about fit over it, and then, well, we're going to have to go over the mini roundabout I think, because we're not going to be able to go around it very easily. Now we're going to field 15, so where is that actually on the map? Okay, I am going roughly in the right direction. I'm just hoping I don't meet too much traffic coming the other way, because that could be a bit of an issue. There's not much space to pass other vehicles, especially not buses and stuff, and in fact I can see a double-decker bus coming, so I'm hoping there's going to be somewhere to pull in. And that is the way I'm going as well. So yes, we are about to pass a double-decker bus with this thing, which is what I didn't want, but luckily that's good. We're passing in a place where there is a nice big verge here, or basically a huge grassy expanse to pull onto, so that was no issue at all. Yeah, that would have been an issue if we'd passed it somewhere where there was stuff on either side of the road. But yeah, I think we're going to make it, although this field is walled off, interestingly. That's something you don't see very often, a wall around the field. That would be quite a big construction project to build a wall that long. Hopefully we can get into there somewhere. I don't actually know where the entrance to the field is. I'm imagining it's the far end though, so this is somewhere that I don't want to be meeting traffic. Hopefully I can get there before the traffic comes the other way, because that would be a bit annoying. Well, I suppose, yeah, there is space, but I'd rather not. So I'm guessing the entrance is down here on the left. If we turn up here, there must be a way into the field. Is this a withered crop? It looks like there's still a crop in this field. It looks like withered sunflowers to me. So that's a bit of a shame. The owner of the land has decided not to bother harvesting their sunflowers, they're just having them cultivated in. Hopefully that won't happen to me. Right, yeah, here we go. So as long as it fits through the gate, let's go in there. It is quite a tight entrance actually for this machine. But we're in, that's good. Okay, so I'll unfold and I will get the helper to start this while I do a bit of fishing. I might finish it off myself. But yeah, I would like to try out the fishing again. So I haven't actually checked on here. There's no field detected. That's weird. It's got it there, but it's not detecting it for the worker. But it seems to be moving, so that's good. I think it's going to go and do it. So yes, I'm going to do some more fishing. So we need to go to the port area. Well, I think that's the best place to go. I'll go here again, because we've got a nice, well actually there's a jetty over there. Let's go somewhere different. Let's do this, or a pontoon. Go onto here and yeah, let's fish from here. So let's get the rod out again. I'm trying to remember what to do. I actually have forgotten because it's been a few episodes since I did this. You'll throw it in, then wait, and then Oh yes, I remember. You got to keep it in line with the marker somewhere when it comes up, when it catches a fish. There we go. So hook fish, and then yeah, you got to keep the lift going with the hook, level with the fish. So it is a bit tricky. I'll just do this one in real time, and I'll probably do a bit of a time lapse of it because you don't want to be seeing me do many fish catches. It can be quite tedious to watch, I imagine, if you do too many in real time, but just want to try and catch the first one. Oh, nearly. So close. There we go. What's this then? Oh, wow. I've seen stranger fish. So it's a... What is this thing? I have no idea. That was weird. Okay, I don't know what that was. So let's try again. I'll do this on a time lapse now, though. You'll see what I'm catching, hopefully, on the time lapse. So I'll do a bit more fishing, and I'll come back to you in a bit. Right, so that's been actually quite interesting. What I've learned is that you actually get £1,000 for every 5 fish that you throw back, or you can keep the fish for, which tells you how much. It varies each time, but I've been keeping the ones that are 400 and throwing away anything less than that. But also you get £1,000 for every 5 trash items that you pick up as well, so that's really interesting, which I never realised, so that was really good to know. I'm glad I did that. It's good to learn and experience different things of the game. And it has actually made me a bit more money. It's not exactly made me a millionaire, but I've made about, what was it, £2,500 from doing that fishing there. So yeah, not amazing, but it was okay. And I've learnt a bit more. And I think the money that you get increases possibly as you make more, sell more stuff. I don't know. I'm not 100% on that. I have to wait and see for myself. But yeah, I think, well, I'll say sell more, return. The more fish you throw back, the more money you make, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, yes, so back onto the contract, 73% complete. I am now going to take over on steering assist, and we will get just the headlands done. I think that's the final thing to do, and get this contract completed. couldn't resist the other contract that was right next door to the first one. As it was right next door, I thought I'd do them both. It's only a quick one, so got both done, and that's given me an extra £7,200. So we'll collect that, and then collect the original contract, which is 18,000 and so. I don't know what exactly it was, 18,100. There we go. So that's really boosted my income a bit, or my bank balance a bit. Anyway, let's go back to the yard now. Let's also tip a bit more silage in the cows just so they don't run out as we're moving time forward. There we go, didn't need much. And then we'll move, like I say, we'll move time forward now to the next month, January, and then we'll start to sell some products we've got. So we'll go in the house, up to the bed, and have a rest until, I think I'll do 9 because it'll be quite dark still in January in the morning. 9 AM in January, and then start to sell some of our grain. So it's the two crops that are in the grain store that we're going to be selling, the wheat and the barley basically. Yeah, let's get to that. Oh, there's some machines on sale. Let's just check that as well. So it's increasing. The number of machines are increasing of what's in sale again, because I've put this model on that gives you a bit more variety, and it also gives you a notification as well on the top corner there when it has something in the sale. So there's a few things that would potentially be of interest. That's 1% off, so that's not much of a discount. But there's a tractor there, and that's interesting. That's just coming in the sale. 27% off this disc harrow for shallow cultivations. So that would be quite interesting. 6 metres though, not a massive working width on that. How are the livestock doing? So the cows total capacity is still 100% on the thing, and it's gone up to 80% productivity. That's good. Has the value increased though? That's the question. I don't know. I think it has a bit, but there we go. Yeah, that's looking good. So they're okay actually for feed. I will, if there is space, obviously a bit more though. Oh no, they've taken it automatically. That's why it's full. Yeah, they've been taking out the trailer on its own. Actually, I do need to get rid of this though, because otherwise I can't actually fill the trailer with products to sell. I could do the straw first actually. I think we'll do the straw first. Let's just check the prices. Yep, so January it's starting to drop actually now already for everything, so we need to get this stuff sold. Straw as well, yep. Best price for straw is that place there, so we'll tag that. Do that first. Where is it? There we go. We'll go there. So yeah, I'll start to move some of these straw bales. You may have noticed the Halloween decorations have gone and they've been immediately replaced with Christmas decorations. There's actually a tree there. I actually really like them, they're very nice decorations. I wasn't expecting them quite this early though. Recording this, it's only early November, so kind of early for Christmas decorations, but yeah, no, it's nice to see them. They're very festive. They've really decorated everything. Look at that, that's even a Christmas decoration going up there. Very good. Right, so we already got the first load sold. Here we are with the second load and the final load of bales. So we'll unstrap here and get them selling. There we go, another 15,600 for those, plus a almost £600 environmental score reward. That is not very high at the moment though, because obviously our environmental score is not brilliant. We've only just taken over the farm really still. It's our first harvest, so it's not amazing, but next harvest should be a lot better. Right, so yeah, you would have seen them when I went through the town. I kind of went the long way around there, I think, initially, but yeah, there you go, you can see some of them anyway. Will look a lot more impressive in the dark, of course. Yeah, the Christmas lights during the day don't tend to be that impressive, but at night, yeah, they really do come to life, so we should come down again in the dark and have a look. But now let's take this trailer back to the yard, and then we'll get on to the tipper again and start selling some of the grain crops. Just looking at the stone circle as well, it's a bit like Stonehenge. I think they've taken some of the sort of stereotypically English things and put them in the game, even though there isn't. Well, there might be a Stonehenge in Scotland, I don't actually know. Oh, I also just saw something there. Is that a collectible? Let's just go and have a look at this actually. I'm sure I just saw something. What is this? So yeah, that looks like a collectible to me. That's a bottle with a note in it, is it? Let's have a look. It is a collectible. Oh wow, I'm not reading all this. Okay. Yeah, so this is definitely a collectible. How many? Oh, I see. It's pages from a book. I see. So this is page 1 of 12. So there must be 12. Is there 12 collectibles in total? That must be 1. Anyway, we've got that. Did that make the money go up? I actually don't know. Did we get any money for that or not? Probably not. I'm not sure. Normally, well, sometimes you used to get money for every collectible that you find. Maybe you only get money this time if you collect them all. I'm not sure. Anyway, we've got 79,600 in the bank, which is not bad. That's pretty good. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Let's go and drop the trailer off, pick up the tipper, and we'll go and start selling some of the grain. So that's all of the crops I had in storage, apart from these soybeans here, which I'm going to put into the trailer now and tip back in the grain store so that they can be easily sold later in the year when the price is good, in June, rather than loading them out when I'm probably going to be quite busy. At the moment I'm not very busy, so now seems a good time to move them into the grain store so I can just load them like I was doing with the grain crops just earlier on. So yeah, I'll just quickly move. This won't take long, there's not many there. This is just what I had left over from a contract that I did a few episodes ago. So yeah, there's not a lot, but I will put it in the trailer and then tip it in the grain store so that it's a proper dry storage area, and like I say, it'll make it easier to load out when I do come to sell them. So I'll quickly get on with this. and then that'll probably do for today, although I probably will finish off by showing you the lights, the Christmas lights, just because I want to see them myself in the dark. Probably just put time on a bit faster now, because January is a very quiet month on the farm really, so other than selling stuff, and I've done that, so yeah, there's not much else to do really. Probably will look at buying some more land very soon though, because I think with that amount of money, almost 170,000, that should be in reach of a new field, I would have thought. Although I do get a better discount. I've got the mod on the mods, so that you can get a discount by doing jobs for people. So field discount, land discount. So yeah, if I can get a good, up to 35%, I want to get up to 35% off on a bit of land, and then that way I'll be able to get it a bit cheaper, which would be nice. So I'll have to look at that, get a contract completed up to the maximum that you can get. Well, the max I've got it set to 35%, and then yeah, get some land bought with a discount, which would be nice. Anyway, like I say, let's get this last little bit loaded up onto the trailer and then tip it in the store. I think that's probably dark enough to go and look at the decorations. Just interesting though, I thought the silo would have emptied the grain stores totally, but for some reason it left a tiny bit of each crop in each side, so I couldn't tip the soybeans until I unloaded those little tiny bits, which is a bit strange, but never mind, it's all done now and they are in the store. Just have to remember that these are there, and I'll put them in the next load next time I sell wheat and barley. Right, okay, so let's quickly head back to the town and we'll have a look at the lights in the dark, or a lot darker than it was. So yeah, there we go, there's the nice Christmas tree. Interestingly, it looks like a town square type Christmas tree, but it's in someone's back garden, which doesn't really fit. But it is nice. Yeah, that would look better probably in here somewhere, or somewhere else like there. But yeah, they do look nice. I think there was a job lot going, because they all seem to have the same sort of decorations. But yeah, they do look good. I do like the ones going over the street as well. That looks good. Yeah, that's nice. Shame there's not a few more of those. That looks really good. Oh, here's one. Oh, there we go. That looks better. Yeah, when you get them going across the street, that's really good. Very, very nice. Very festive. It's not too far away, I suppose, Christmas, but it is still quite a few weeks. So, yeah, still on the bit on the early side, but yeah, it does look good. I suppose actually, no, this is true in real life. People are putting the main, council decorations are all going up in main towns around the country. So yeah, it probably makes sense. It's just about the right time for those. Anyway, now I've had a look at those, I think we'll probably finish it there. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.